Welcome to Loputra YouTube channel. This is Liana Jabeen and I'm here to talk on the recently debated topic of Prashant the bhusan suo contempt case. So, we have heard the breaking news that he has refused to apologize. But before moving on to that, we have to know about the facts and laws of this case. And firstly, the case was based on his two tweets that he made. And the first tweet was that he showed the picture of CGI Bobby seated on Harley Davidson bike and alleged that CGI was enjoying bike rides while keeping Supreme Court under lockdown. And the second tweet was that Supreme Court distracted democracy in last 6 years and the last 4 CGIs played a major role in that, he said. So it was for this he was filed a suo contempt case. The case was filed on 14th August by the three-judge bench of Arun Mishra, P.R. Gawai, Krishna Murari, and he was held in guilty of contempt of court suo contempt case, and the hearing was on 20th August and he applied his appeal stating that it is humbly submitted that in an instance of summoned proceedings with respect to contempt of this honorable court, the court acts as a court of first instance and there is no provision for appeal from his judgment. There is remedy of only review application. So he is going to send a review application on the judgment. So what the other judges have got to say is, let's look. So the former Solicitor General Chasing has said that it was just a freedom of expression, and when he gets arrested, the public confidence will be lost on the court. So it was part of free criticism and justice, she says. And Justice Kurian Joseph said, the intra-court appeal is needed and there is a need of broader discussions with the 32 judges, is what he said. And K.K. Venugopal is also of the opinion that Prashant Bhushan shouldn't be arrested. So in response to the judgment of the bench, he said that he is not asking for mercy. But let's look what was the judgment the three-judge bench has made. They said that the tweet has the effect of destabilizing the very foundation of democracy, and there is no manner of doubt that the tweet tends to shake the public confidence in the institution of judiciary. And we know that Prashant Bhushan is defended by the lawyer Rajiv Dhawan, and he was putting forward the Act of Contempt of Courts Act, and he put forward the Section 13 and Section 13 of 1 and Section 13 of 2. So let's look what in Section 13(1) of is. That is, Section 13 of 1 says, contempt is not punishable in certain case, notwithstanding anything contained in the law for the time being in force. So the clause of 8 says that no court shall impose a sentence under this act. So that's an important point to be kept in mind. No court shall impose a sentence under this act for a contempt of court unless it is satisfied that contempt is of such a nature that it substantially interferes or tends to interfere with the due course of justice. So it is not disturbing, it is not interfering with the justice system. So if it interferes only, a case can be taken. And the section clause B says that the court may permit in any proceedings for contempt of court justification of truth. So we know in defamation case justification of truth is a defense. So it can be used that if it is in public interest and the request for involving the sued defense is bona fide. Section 13 of 2 says that truth is a valid defense, and he has given a 400-odd page defense, and Rajiv Dhawan is complaining that it wasn't given a due recognition. So he said that to punish for contempt of court act, they has to show that it substantially interfered with administration of justice. Here there wasn't any interference with the administration of justice, so no action can be taken is what he's saying. And also for defamation, it rests on two factors, that is nature of comments and nature of persons. So on the nature of comments, it is already in the public discussion forum about the Chief Justice and the last 6 years. So it isn't something to be taken action against as what Rajiv Dhawan is defending. Another thing he has defended is nature of person. Since he is a public interest litigation lawyer and has filed many cases, so in that recognition he should be given protection. But the judges said that it is why 2-3 days are given to him for apologizing, but Prashant Bhushan is not ready to apologize on the ground that he is saying that in his supplementary affidavit filed, he said he is refusing to tender an apology because he says that it was his just and constructive criticism from his part, and when he make an apology, it will be insincere, and he has a duty to speak up, and it is bona fide. He says that, and he is standing by his statement. So that was the latest news, and many judges are on his side, and even Professor Madhapush Sridhar has said that the 10 reason is for protecting Prashant Bhushan and for not punishing him is based on facts and also based on law. Based on fact because there is no direct accusation and there is no defamation or degradation of judiciary, and on the basis of law, it is a part of freedom of expression that is guaranteed in Article 19. And Rajiv Dhawan has said that the fair criticism is not something of contempt of court, and there is no scope for criminal defamation also. It was taken as a criminal case, and there is no provision for that. So this is all under this case. The case is still going on, and he has refused to apologize, and we don't know whether punishment will be given. The Contempt of Courts Act punishment is actually 6 months jail and fine. So we don't know what will the judges finally decides, but since he is refusing to apologize, the court may say about a serious the court may take a decision because he has refused to apologize, but let's wait and see of the case. So everything based on this case, we have to look on the Contempt of Court Act 1971. Every provisions are there in this act, and it's based on this act the decision cannot be taken. So maybe it will be hand over to the 32 judges bench, we don't know, but let's look onto the case more and know what happens again. So I will be back with the case comments again, so to make you all updated on every recent issues, so that we as a law student don't miss any points that is getting discussed in the public. Okay, so I'm signing off now. Thank you for listening. Bye. Have a good day.